Good morning, everyone. I am doing an update video on how things are going for me. I know my last video where I talked about what I was doing, I was working for a company doing some traveling. Well, I have changed everything around. I had planned a trip to Mexico and I had to cancel that due to accepting another job position. I am now in Fort Myers. I've been here about a month and I really like it here. I accepted a job here because they offered a huge sign-on and moving expense bonus. And also, I wanted to get into something that had healthcare benefits. My last job, I liked the travel, but there was no health care benefits. And realistically thinking, since our government doesn't provide you with, health care, you have to kind of go from job to job to get it. It's not affordable if you're not working. And if you are living, on Social Security or a very small income, you can get it for free. But the flip side of that is that where I live in Florida, it's not this way everywhere in the United States, but in Florida, generally the deductibles are very high. And if you go out of network, you pay a lot more for any service out of pocket. And so if you want to get like a part-time job to cover those expenses or potential expenses, then you do have to pay for it, and it goes up exponentially depending on how much you make. So that was the whole reason behind me unretiring, I guess I could say. And I know I've probably said that in another video, but I like to reiterate it for anyone who hasn't watched any of those. That's my purpose in working. And coming to Fort Myers, I came to work for a company they're very organized with what they do. And they have specific processes in place that I really like. I've never worked anywhere where they were this organized. I mean, it's truly, it's a nice change. And I'm only doing MRI. I'm not doing all that other crap that I had to do before. Many people will say, well, why didn't you just stay where you were, because, you had a paid for house. Because living in Fort Myers is not cheap. When I first came down here, I looked at lots and lots and lots of places to live, and they were all very expensive. Rentals here are just ridiculous. And no matter what I looked at, they were all very expensive, and they wanted ridiculous amounts of money for deposit and security and all that. So I picked an apartment complex that has really good amenities, and it's fairly nice. Everything in here was brand new when I moved in. And so far, I like it a lot. My contract here is for 2 years. So in the 2 years that I'm here, I can see all the stuff in this area that is brand new to me. It's like traveling, and it's like what a lot of people do. They call slow travel, and I've done this before years ago. I work and I pay for everything that my living expenses and all that. Plus, I get to get out and do things. Like a few weeks ago, I went to Sanibel Island. It's absolutely beautiful. I went out there again yesterday to a little outdoor market thing and to get fresh fruits and vegetables and meet up with some people that I have met here. And it's like being in a brand new place for me. That's one of the benefits I like of being here. And I don't have to cram it all into a 2-week vacation like most people have to do when they come to a place like this. So for me, living here for 2 years, as of right now, is like being on an extended working adventure vacation type thing. And being at home in my house was getting very claustrophobic for me. I am used to being alone. And with the roommate situation, it just was not, there was a lot of stress with it. I wouldn't say it was bad, but very stressful for me. I'm used to being alone. I'm used to having my own space, and I'm used to using my downtime alone. I'm not an extrovert. I'm an introvert. Introverts like having a lot of alone time. And although having the roommate benefited me and her both to an extreme degree, we both benefited from this. I really wanted to be out of that situation for a while. So working here for 2 years works for me. And plus, I have insurance that is free. I don't pay anything for it. And I get to see all the area. I mean, this place is beautiful. And it's warm or hot every day. Cool in the morning, hot in the daytime. So I really like it here with that advantage. And then after the 2 years, and for the future, my plans, hopefully, my plans change all the time. So, you can quit watching now if you don't want to, if you want it to be a surprise, because it'll probably be a surprise for me. And when my 2-year contract is up, I can continue to work here if I'm still with this company, or get a job in any other area around here, or go back to Milton. I have the option to sell my house and move here permanently, which I don't know that I would do that because the cost of housing here is really, really expensive. And I wouldn't be able to buy the same house here that I have there. I could move back there, stay in my house, and work in that area. And but I would have to kick my roommate out because I just don't see me living long term with someone else in my house. And I really don't want to do that. I mean, she's done a lot of things for me. She pays the basic bills, takes care of the pool, and she's taking care of it as if it was her own place. And it helps her because she doesn't have to pay the astronomical rent that she was paying before. And I could see me going back for short trips, which this next weekend I'm going to go back for a short visit, and I plan on doing that on a regular basis. But long term, I have figured out that having a roommate just isn't good for my peace of mind. So with that, I think this gives you an update of what I'm doing and where I'm at. And I don't think I need to blather on any longer. So have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.